Welcome to seasparkles corner, where I'm eating pudding. Oh yeah, I talked to you guys. Right. I'm gonna tell you guys about my adventures in Hollywood Studios. After I'm done eating this pudding cup. Give me that. It's really good pudding. It's sugar-free too. But you know, pass me my story time robe, my story time pipe, and my Ewok hat. This is gonna be a story. We have. No, you're putting all, dude. Nice, how about that? You'll literally see it, it's right there.
In draws?
Ow. Oh, you know, you'll literally see it.
Oh my.
Sorry. It is in plain sight.
Okay, you win.
I'm gonna tell the story. Okay. Alright, time to tell a story about my stories. So we went to Disney's Hollywood Studios to shoot seasparkles explosion with the camera. So we have lost footage of the seasparkles corner movie, where it's the adventures of the Chris part. Only the Chris scenes were deleted. I don't know, I think there is this lost film too. It was lost when we fought the Galactic Empire on the Titanic, and then the iceberg turned out to be a Sith Lord. But onward to that, I'll tell you the deleted scenes. We went there, we got good parking, so they put us right near the front. It's really good. The parking was very terrific. But also, when that happened, we went to the park, and I was randomly selected to go to the magical boop boop ding ding machine, and I had my Umbreon hoodie on. But luckily for me, they looked through my book bag and asked why I had 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And so I told them, "You, sir, do not understand. Peanut butter." So we went on and waited in line for 15 minutes. And then went to the scanny thingy with my bracelet. And then we went inside. And then we went on, where's the map? Ah, look at that, the map's right here. No, that's my map gathering thing. Ah, that looks like the map right there. Give me, that's the map. Aha! So we went to this roller coaster that told us about the evolution of movies. It was pretty cool. Then the tour guide got shot by a mobster, and then he took over the ride. Then he went to go to this treasure in Egypt, and then he died. But then our original tour guide came back. She wanted us to sing the Wizard of Oz song, but no one's really singing it. Well, I kind of was in my head. The part I liked about that was Casablanca. Because I love that movie. You know, the one with the guy and the girl, and they're in front of the airplane, and he's talking, and he's like, "We can't stay here," or something. But onward to that, we proceeded to the what's that Toy Story ride?
That was the Toy Story ride.
Toy Story Mania?
Yeah, the Toy Story Mania. It's located right here on the map. That's right, it's on the map. And up the map. From there, I ate my 2 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in that line. I met some cool people. Just know throughout this whole day, I took pictures with 7 kids, a couple people, and some Pokemon Go players. Team Valor, by the way. Because I'm Team Valor. People even took pictures of my tattoo when we stopped with some ice cream. That's later on in the story. We went. Very good. Then me and David split off like the 2 little dudes we are. Even though he's older than I am, but I'm the youngest in the group. But we split off. Phasma was there, and so were the First Order troopers. And I've got to check. Where are we? Look, let me show you guys the pictures from here. Okay. Later on in the story, I'm also going to tell you about the weirdest things me and David did at the end. So, here's my roommate. He came out of college. His name is Java. Good guy. But onwards to the story, me and David went Javas, and I had like weird nergasm where I looked like I was standing up and having a seizure of happiness that I kind of freaked out. And my eye was twitching, and I did this very happily, like I was excited to do this. It was kind of interesting. Then me and my friend there, we went to go get some drinks. Turns out the drinks were stuck on the thing. And then David met his friend, but you want to see that picture too. It looks like he has a wife. Like the job on him. You know that old...
Either has this chance that it's the same Java.
It probably is, but it's funny. It's really funny. Because, like... Because you know that old picture with the farmer and his wife with the pitchfork and all that? That's what it reminded me of. I was like, what if I printed that out and made, like, a poster? And just put it in your room? That would have been the best picture, actually. But onward with the story. No more of that. And I gotta light my cigar. My pipe. Oh. Sorry. Hungover. Okay. Alright, onward with the story. So yeah. Me and David also got recruited by Kylo Ren. Which made us honorary First Order members, but there came a moment in that whole meeting where me and Phasma were looking eye to eye, really dead at each other, like we were serious, and then we see David with his arms behind his back, happily like... Yeah, when I saw the picture, I was like, what the hell are you doing? Why are you smiling? We're gonna die. Anyways, so from there, we went back out to go see the Downward again. And then we proceeded on to the 2 rides that I've been hearing about so much. One was the Aerosmith Rock and Roller Coaster. The other was the, what's the full name of the Tower of Terror?
The Hollywood Tower of Terror, or Twilight Zone Tower of Terror.
The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, where... Oh, it's one of them, which is the Rock and Roller Coaster, was pretty neat. Now, note I was wearing my Umbreon hoodie, had my tattoo showing, and I was with David. We were walking through the single line so we can go in there quicker. Now, we didn't go that far in single line, we just passed the entrance of it, and we were stopped. And one of the workers there, really nice young chick, really nice looking, says Espeon is better. So I laughed and kept walking, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, because I'm an Umbreon fan. So I turned around and grabbed my phone. And I was like, I have Espeon and Umbreon on my screen, where it's like half Espeon, half Umbreon. And she's like, give me one. So she reaches in her pocket, and she gives me 6 fast passes, paper ones, tickets, to use at our disposal. So I gave one to David, and had one for me. So we went to Rock and Roller Coasters, got in there in about not even 5 minutes. We were right in there. After that, David showed me the launch pad. And I saw how fast these things started. It's not like so when happy roller coaster that goes no, this thing goes 5. Like you see the lead singer for Aerosmith, sorry, I forgot his name, I'm still waking up. He starts counting down from 5. Except he doesn't go to 1, it goes to 2, and then you launch really fast. And I'm gonna take an estimate, probably 60, almost 80 miles per hour. My glasses went down and my hat was about to come off, so I had to lift. The hood on my umbrella hoodie went back. So from there, it just kept going and going. I took off my glasses and hat, held them in my hands, and holy cow. You just see the whole, you cannot breathe because the air is going really heavy on you. With just, this is what's going on. Like I felt like I was in a Beetlejuice intro from the animated series, like all the colors and just all the stuff that's going on. That was the awesome ride right there. But from there, we went to the Twilight Zone's House of Terror. That's when stuff got real. That's when I got to take a bite of my pudding. Nothing like Ewok eating pudding to start your day, right? But yeah. September 25th, 2016. At precisely about probably 11:30. Me and David go to the House of Terror. Wait time. We have fast pass, so probably about 10-15 minutes. Not that long. It's actually very legitimate. We enter in, we give away our fast pass tickets. He's just mocking me in the background. When I give my fast pass tickets, I'll tell the 2 guys that look like those guys that deliver the luggage. I'm like, I don't trust you and I don't trust you. And the guy's like, that's good. You're not supposed to trust us. I'm like, you play a very good part, man. So, we go in there. The doors close. Note that this is not the elevator yet. This is just step 1 where they introduce the Twilight Zone. So they introduce the Twilight Zone. The room goes really dark. You see the whole video, blah, blah, blah. The room goes dark. And I let out a mouth fart, like. Everyone broke out laughing. Everyone was confused about what was going on. I didn't care. I was just trying to get myself out thinking what was going to happen. So the doors opened and I saw a room that said laundry, so I'm like, wait, I have to go do my laundry. I was trying to get out, but I couldn't chicken out. It was too late. If David was going, I'm going. Damn. Worst mistake of my life. Kinda. So we got on elevator 2. We sit down, middle row. I was at the end. He was right next to me. So my end had the gate and then the little handbar. Thank goodness, because if I sat in the middle, I don't know what I was gonna grab on. Probably the person in front of me by the neck. But continue on with that. The drop didn't start yet. We went up 1 floor. The door opens. We saw something cool. The door closed. We went up. The door opened. Starlight. The room went pitch black. Starlight. We went through. They had David's favorite thing, which is the old-fashioned
hotel interior.
Hotel interior.
Unfortunately, didn't do the second old-fashioned hotel interior part. That was still cut from it.
So we proceed on. Note that my glasses were in his jacket pocket, so they won't break.
They won't blow
fall
out in the park.
And my hat was just strapped on my pants, and my book bag was on my back. What did I get myself into? So we went to the second part of where the elevator goes. And I'm going to describe this event in probably less than 2 minutes. We go in, we're still sitting. It goes up, minor drop. I was like, alright, big whoop, that's probably the warm up. It goes up 2 floors, drops again 2 floors. Okay, that was probably it. Okay, then came the actual one. It goes all the way up 12 floors. It opens up the door. You see the outside of, you see what letters are at? You see right where all of Hollywood Studios have letters. You can literally see the Star Wars section and the Muppets 3D section from up here. It's not that funny. Now, when the doors closed, I gripped the thing and the fence with all of my life. And it fell. Whoosh! I screamed like crazy, and I thought it was only one drop. It was not. So from there, it did. It went back up 12 floors again. Did it again, except I screamed, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I was like, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. So it dropped down again after it showed us the outside. And then the third one was higher than usual. And that third one, I'm going to admit what happened. So, same thing. I wasn't ready, I wasn't ready. I gripped so hard, I kept hurting my knee on the handle for some reason and my butt on the chair. Now, here's the chair and here's my butt. When we fell down, there is a gap, even though the seatbelt was the tightest, this is the gap between the chair and my butt. That's not the climb sounds, I landed safely. But man, when the ride was over, the lights go dark. I randomly say in the darkness, because I know someone even agreed to this because they did it too. I was like, I crapped my pants really bad, literally. Now, before I tell you what this person said, in front of me and David in the Fast Pass line was a little boy and his father, and his mother. The father was about the same row as us, opposite side.
I think he was sitting next to me.
Oh, he was?
Mm-hmm.
So,
He was asking me about the version I rode on. That was my favorite one.
okay, so when I said I crapped my pants, literally, he then replied with, I think I did too. Which means his son took it like a man. I did not hear a little kid screaming that. All I heard was everyone else scream. David did. Did you?
I didn't scream.
He didn't scream. I didn't scream. It was my first time on the thing, so I had to scream. Come on. I haven't been on there before. If I can go again, I'll probably still scream, but I'm gonna love it. I fell in love with that freaking thing. But the dad crapped his pants too. Wow. So carrying on with the story, we leave. I start telling him how awesome it felt. We went to the bathrooms. I told him moments later that day, I'm not gonna ride any more elevators for a while because of the tragic experience I just witnessed. But carry on with that. We called his mom. They were right by Star Tours. Cool. So we meet up and grab a bite to eat. I had some French fries. He had a burger.
I don't regret buying it.
He doesn't regret buying it. I don't
Some
regret
good fries.
So, skipping the lunch part, we go to the Star Tours. Where it's a very fun ride. We waited about probably 10-15 minutes, probably 20, give or take. And it's more like, kind of like going to an airport. But C3P is driving, so is R2. But it starts off so nice. A kid in the audience was actually the rebel spy that the Empire was looking for. So we go on a weird adventure. We we use light speed. Boba Fett found us. Starts trying to shoot us through an asteroid belt. Warp speed again. He found us again. The slave one was right in front of us. So we warp speed again. And then I'm just kind of short because it's slightly cool adventure. People were screaming for some reason. Me, David, and Seasparkles were just sitting there nice and calm. Like, come on. I've been on something worse. The rock and roller coaster.
Yeah, I thought you were going to Tower of Terror instead.
It's just going down. But alright, let's keep going with it. So Seasparkle and her mother go to Epcot. Me and him go to Muppets 3D. Now that was a funny show. That was actually really hilarious. Like, I'm not gonna say any of it because you get to watch it yourself. So we're gonna skip that part. We're gonna fast forward real quick. We go to Epcot. Well, I gave the remaining Fast Pass tickets I had for Hollywood Studios to this couple. I stopped them and I was like, "You guys are a group of 2 by any chance?" So they said, "Yeah." I gave them the last 2 Fast Passes. We went to Hollywood. We went to Epcot to finish off what we started. Now, this is when the story gets really good, and it's not involving this lightsaber. It's just me going like this because it's actually part of the story later on. We went to the World Showcase, except instead of going towards the Mexico, we went towards Canada. We went through Canada, and the joke of Boba Fetty Wonton came in my head. That or Boba Fetty Wop. But I've been calling people Boba Fetty Wonton. So we go through Canada, go to Ireland, and that's when it gets serious. And I did the biggest Irish accent in my life. I saw a pub and I was like, alright, let us go cause a bar fight. I didn't cause a bar fight. I hate your reservation. Ruins the fact of you're in Ireland. You know, I was like, this is Ireland and you guys must love drunk fights. Drunk bar fights, you know. So after Ireland came England. We didn't stick there that long. We did find a Twinings tea that your mom would have loved. But we weren't going to say anything. I think that's the thing they were talking about too.
Yeah.
Where they got the tea, so I guess she already knows.
No, I think she got the tea from Disney Springs, aka downtown Disney.
Okay, then she doesn't know about the one on Epcot.
Yeah, the Twinings tea in Epcot.
Right in front of the fish and chips. After that came the bridge to France, and the whole time we're in France, I was like, oh, France, not this again. Because it had a sign that said arcade, but it wasn't an arcade there. It probably meant something else. Now came the fun parts. After that came Morocco. Very interesting in Morocco. The whole time we thought it was India, but it was Morocco. I grabbed the lamp, started shaking, I was like, make a wish. It didn't work. They don't exist. Now, fast forwarding from that, we went to Japan. And boy, was that an adventure in Japan. That is when, that was the best store out of all the World Showcase. It was huge, it was very spacious, it had anime, sushi, continue on through the traditions. People looked at me, they're like, you must be a total Umbreon fan. I was like, that would explain if I have a tattoo of Umbreon on my arm. I saw one of the workers there. It was a girl's birthday, she picked a clam out or an oyster, and you know, we're counting. Ishi, I forgot the other 2 numbers, but Osana's 3. Anyway, so we were counting the 3 in Japanese. She opened it up, took off the weird gooey parts, polished it down. It was a size 7 pearl. I was like, lucky. So it was pretty cool. They actually, you know, use the old Japanese traditions. You know, I thought they were gonna make sushi there. That would have been sick, but they probably did it in the restaurants. We found a lot of cool things, like we found some cool Gundams, and we found other things such as mangas, hentai. Not really hentai. Just want to add that randomly. We found a lot of things. We found Godzilla. Well, Gojira in their Gojira in their language. So me and David split off for a moment because I wanted to check some more stuff out. Then I went to go look for David after my adventure was done. They had ramen. Now I'm not talking about that nasty cup ramen. I'm talking about, like, you know, it's in a bag. Not like the bag ones you find at the store. It's like, you know, circular in a bag. egg and stuff in it. Pretty cool. And then we carry on with the story. After that came, I don't remember what came next. And I'm gonna skip the American one too. So onward to past America, there was other things like oh wait, the hell was it? Dutchland?
Test track craziness.
No, the Dutchland, where the Dutch are at. I guess that's not Germany, the other one.
No,
It's. Anyways, you know, they had like a little train in it. Anyways, we went there. Very interesting. I was talking to the house. I was like, what happened? Was that why are the people small? And that's just me making jokes there. Then I do my, has anyone seen, and then random Pokemon holding my phone. Anyone play Pokemon Go? No response. Some people laugh. Carrying on with that. I got many comments from Lady with a Pikachu shirt and other people about my hoodie. And then, oh wait, we did skip something about Hollywood Studios. So we're gonna pause right here and go back to the Hollywood Studios before me and him left. We were looking around for a Sith robe, so he can have for his character, for reasons. And the guy,
Three people in there.
3 people, but the guy at the front desk was funnier. He had trouble. Oh no, he didn't have trouble. The guy at the line at the test check had trouble figuring out what it was. But the guy's like, Umbreon was pretty cool. Boy, I have a Deadpool hat with it. I'm like, you don't get it?
That's so bad. 3 people calling all the parks and the shops
they called
looking
all
for
the
a
parks for a Sith robe.
And none of them had it.
It's pretty funny.
They only had the kid-size Jedi Academy robes
Yeah.
for the park.
Anyways, the best Darth Vader there was not the one we saw by Star Tours. It was the one right by the Great Movie roller coaster thing we went on.
Great movie ride.
Yeah, that was the best Darth Vader there. The entrance of the classic stormtroopers, they shot in the air. He came out, said 2 cool. He literally played it off very well. The guy at the freaking Star Tours one. Every time he finished the battle with a kid, he walked to us.
I think
back
the Kylo Ren and Darth Vader next to Star Tours is actually supposed to be a. You remember from, I think it was the second Star Wars movie where he was training under Yoda and he went into the Force and the Force did the Force illusion Darth Vader?
Yeah.
I think it was supposed to have been that type of Darth Vader or Kylo Ren. Force illusion ones. Next to Star Tours, which would explain a lot.
I can see that. I can see that. That's a very valid point, so thank you for pointing. So now we're gonna fast forward again. Back to Epcot. So you've already seen the video I made with the parts, you know, where we're into Japan. Where I left off at is actually where we caught up at. So we go back. Then we go back to the test track. We waited in line for a while. Like we were so close to going in until we were called for some ice cream. So David asked me, you want to run and bolt it? I was like, well, we can come back later. So hell yeah. So we went. Got some nice ice cream. Delicious. It was in a cone. A waffle cone. Someone took a picture of my tattoo. So like a total of 12 people, but most of the time I was supposed to pay attention to me and David just chilling because it was just the funniest thing we had. Like all the pictures, he even freaked out from the Jawas too. I wasn't the only one.
That was so funny. We got more thrilled over the Jawas than we did over
I just
Kylo
freaked out in the weirdest way. Like someone thought I was on crack. Anyways, continue on with the story. After we ate ice cream, we saw a giant globe come to the water, so I'm guessing it's for the illuminations, or what I call it, Illuminati nations, and just because there's so, like every time someone says illuminations, I just take the word and switch it. I'm like, Illuminati certifications, and it's just just raise the flag. Come on, it's funny. Like, if you look at the big ball, the Epcot Planet Earth, and you see Illuminati and an ION at the end, I'm like, Illuminati Nation. Because
Nation is presented by Siemens.
is sponsored by Siemens. Yes, the company's called Siemens. Who in the world would do that? Anyways, well, that's at the end of the story, but I had to let that out. So, me and David walked around so much. Oh! This poor sucker, not David, but this poor sucker right by me at this Coca-Cola thing, at this club pool, where they give free well, you can try free samples of soda at the fountain. There's one called Beverly. And if you remember the previous video, I drank the Beverly many times. And boy, did this kid get it so hard, buddy. His friends were like, try the Beverly, try the Beverly. Now me, being the stubborn person I am, I joined in. I was like, you should trust them because the Beverly's delicious. I drank a Beverly right in front of him. I was like, delicious, hiding the face of disgust. And he's like, are you sure it's good? I'm like, would I ever lie to you? He doesn't even know me. So yeah, I'm gonna lie to him. So he take a Beverly, and I was like, just down it in one gulp. One gulp, that's all it takes. This would be the Beverly right here. Swallow. His face puffed up. Like that. And he's like, that's disgusting. His friends laughed, I laughed, David laughed. He looked at us and his friends, I hate all of you. And what did I say after that? Life lesson, do not trust anyone. You cannot trust everyone that tells you that the Beverly is good. No trust, see that's a life lesson. You do not trust everyone that says this is good. Or to do this. Unless you really trust them. Why would you trust me? I'm wearing an Umbreon hoodie and a Deadpool hat. You know not to trust me. You know not to trust your friends that say drink it. They're forcing you, waiting for you to laugh. Ooh, so you know, I told him to actually like drink it with the Japanese soda I like. Because it's not like soda, it's more like a juice and it actually tones the flavor. Not really, it does not tone down the flavor. It changes the flavor in your mouth and kind of makes it taste like a Beverly with fruit. Like the fruit was the Beverly. Now the Beverly...
It is until you burp.
Oh, God. Every time I drink the Beverly, I always drink 4 cups of that and mix it with another one and drink a lot of soda. And then with a Beverly and then the Japanese soda. I burp too much after that. Like I let out so much air. Like if I ever have kids, that's how I'm gonna punish them. You will drink a shot glass of Beverly soda to make you learn not to say those things again. And they'll be like, oh, I don't want that anymore. Even if I got used to it, it's still disgusting. It's just like earwax. Well, I don't know what more that is. I'm just gonna say that flavor. It's like someone took the nastiest Harry Potter jelly beans and milked them and put them into a soda. So carrying on from that story, we go to the electric umbrella. We chill there for a bit. We didn't walk too much. The rock and roller coaster and tower chairs knocked us out. It just ding ding ding, it was over. After that, we were knocked out fully, which we had a really cool team. We had 4 11-year-olds in our car. So Test Track is like, you know, a car for 6 people that, you know, you take all your car stats together and put them into one car. Now, we never changed our cars. Our cars are still on our wristbands. 96 speed, 95 speed, and then the kids have like around 80 on theirs. That's fast. The car went so fast, and Donna, you gotta listen to this. The car went so fast that when it slowed down, it had to slow down. Like we literally broke the meter that the car
Dumped it out.
Yeah, the car had to slow down many times right by the end because our stats did not even show on the screen either. We broke the screens. No, all of our cars were too fast that the screens wouldn't display whose car was the fastest, nor anything else. Right when we did the turn, right before the turn happened, we heard the humming noise of that thing about to fall off the track. It was going, and then it had to it tried to slow down as best as it could at the end. I felt sorry for the car, but those kids were awesome. And if they're watching this, I want you kids to know I worship you guys, because you guys, if we're ever on that ride again and you guys are there, feel free to join us. We will accept you in our car again. Because out of everyone in that ride, those 4 kids had the biggest guts I've seen in my life. They did not care how fast we were going. They were excited.
They wanted to go fast.
They wanted to go fast. They wanted to go fast. I think we broke the sound barrier last time. I didn't think we're even in the real world. I think we're now in like, no, we're not in Plaza. Let's say that we're in a freaking elevator. Okay.
The outer limits.
Outer limits. So let's go with this story. We saw the fireworks.
Don't forget the crazy photos we did too.
Oh yeah, we have crazy photos too. We should make a video where we take all the photos and turn them into a video. Yeah. That'd actually be something cool to look at. Wow, the story's almost done.
So, the light that doesn't suck.
We ate supper. Oh yeah, we're almost that far. So we ate supper at the Electric Umbrella. Cheeseburgers, some fries, some apple slices, some sodas. Now, he already had a soda. He had like 8 freaking refills on his soda we got when we went to your umbrella, the Electric Umbrella the first time. So when his mom ordered his meal, I got his soda and my soda, so I had 2 cups, making it equivalent to his size, to the size that he had. So, wow. I've never eaten something in my life. But anyways, we're not going to go to that lunch part. We're going to skip after that. When we split up, we found the location of where we're going to see the fireworks at. So, me and David were walking around, you know, just to walk around normally. And so he has the idea, we need a light that doesn't suck, because it turns out he was right. We were all wearing dark colors. He was right about that. So, we went on a quest to look for a light that doesn't suck. We found a Kylo Ren lightsaber, but it would cost too much. So we went with the $18 lightsaber, which is my Mickey lightsaber right here. I didn't fling it fully because the window's right there. But anyways, this is the light that doesn't suck. And I took this on many different rides with me too, and then we went back on test track. This is when we met the kids at the test track. This story I told you about the test track was actually after the light that sucked.
That doesn't suck.
That doesn't suck. Sorry. This is when the story gets very interesting, because we have pictures in here. Alright, so when you get out, they have these display cards that they have where you can take pictures. We didn't know they sent them to your email address, so we were happy that we got that. So, the first car was a Camaro. It was just normal, me and him in the car. We go out the car, and in the last photo, we grab each other's shirts by the collar, look at each other like we're about to fight for this car. This was like this. Then the second one, he takes a picture with his, his car he made. 2 pictures. Third one, I photobombed it. Then vice versa, I did 2. He photobombed the 3rd. So no, everyone with the car, it's just me, and then me and him together. And then the ones with our own cars is just 2, and then photobomb. The second car was a van. It's an SUV, really nice looking. All the cars were white. Same thing, but I was in passenger seat. The lightsaber out. That we used to do a pose, and then the fight scene again, except we were looking at the camera and he flipped off the camera. Then came our own cars we made, vice versa. Then the 3rd car was just a sedan. I got in the driver's seat, he got in the passenger seat, he held the lightsaber like a lance. We got out, we did a photo of us discussing. The 3rd photo, he stabs me with the lightsaber right through the heart. And I think the employees of the Chevrolet thing at the test track, They were looking at us because everyone else was taking normal family photos. We improvised to make the photos seem better, to make a fun memory. So it was like a story. They didn't care. I know they were laughing in the inside. I know they were. They just had to stay serious because they were at work. But that was funny. So when we got out, his mom called us even though we were right behind them the whole time. Like they were sitting at the spot we were supposed to meet up at. We got out up the Chevrolet thing after finishing the photos at precisely 8:31. And they said to be there by 8:30, so we were just a minute late. Not bad, it's good timing. Actually, I didn't even know we were gonna get out at exactly 8:31. So we proceed on to our to the rendezvous point, let's call it that. And we're here, we're eager to get the photos. So we're so eager to get these photos that
So we got back on Android is at 14%.
yeah, our phones were dead, so he got his photos out. I had to grab my test to have my email address, so I went back to the electric umbrella because I had the strongest Wi-Fi signal and got the photos out of there. And that is when it gets very, very, very interesting because then we saw the fireworks. And then on our way leaving, the Spaceship Earth, is that what the ball was called?
Yeah, Spaceship Earth.
It said Illuminations, but you know what I'm gonna say, Illuminati Nations and all that, blah blah blah. Presented by Seaman. And every time that happened, I broke out in that joke. Because I was just plain funny. Sponsored by Seaman. So we left, we got on the bus. Note that I had 4 bags of apple slices in my backpack, so I put them all in I put one in my pocket because we're not supposed to eat on the bus. So you see me munching on them one at a time, looking at them like, I don't know who's eating on this bus.
I got the kid that was sitting next to you was reacting was funny.
Right, the kid's reaction next to me was funny. He's looking at me like, why is he eating apple slices? Oh my goodness. I just kept eating apples. Every time I finished the apple bag, David looks at me, I pulled out another one, put it in this pocket again, start eating more apple slices. I finished all.
Technically, you weren't making those because you're technically snacking. That's the
I was snacking, but it looked like a loading screen with me and the Umbreon hoodie on. Where it's like Chris story mode at Disney Adventures. Because, you know, if you've noticed recent photos, which I'm going to post soon, if you have me on Facebook, or I'll just send you guys my Facebook page. There's certain photos I told David to take where it's me looking at certain places at Epcot. Where it's like Christian versus Mexico, Christian versus China, Christian versus Japan, and then Christian versus Planet Earth, Spaceship Earth. Now, I won that part. I won the Spaceship Earth part when Epcot ended, when I said sponsored by Seaman. I beat it right there. I was like, it's over. I win this round. The other one beat me. I should have did Christian versus Africa. But there wasn't a building. There wasn't a building for me to do it on. But there are certain pictures I take where I look at the building. Kind of adds a lot of cool stuff. But yeah, when we got out of the bus, note that me and David always remember where we parked. It was right in front. And I go to seasparkle and tell her, I'm like, the nerve of that guy eating on the bus. Whoever he is should not ride the bus again. Because I was gonna tell the bus driver. Now note, the guy was me. I was the one eating the apple slices. I just had to hide. I was like, the nerve of that man eating on the bus. That's against the rules. Poor shame on that guy. Then again, we all know, whatever I do, I'm Chris. We cannot question what I do. We just have to go with it. I can go around and just punch someone in the nuts and do the mariachi dance and say sorry, not sorry, but they just shrug and say that's Chris. We can't question what he's doing because he's an endangered species. And by doing that would be against the law because endangered species are very important to society. I play a big role in
comedy.
Yeah, I play a big role in the circle of life. See, there's people that bring like, all right, here's the circle of life. So you have the food chain. I'm right under the great white shark. But through mammals, I'm under the whale. I'm a very important part of the natural resources in the environment.
You're at the parking lot, which my Nana bolted ahead of us.
Literally,
And it's the wrong parking lot.
I've never seen. How old is she? 90.
I don't know exactly.
Oh, a 90-year-old lady walked faster than me, David, and her. Holy cow!
You had the light that doesn't something for her safety. She
No.
doesn't bolt off.
What's my lesson that I tell people all the time? Oh, rewind. 2 Vikings threw me into a bush. Turns out they don't like Pokemon. Alright, fast forward back to where we're at. Now, my lesson in life, I always tell people, patience is a virtue. This lady bolted faster than the Speedy Gonzales. And she was walking.
Always like that.
Yeah. I know, that's what I tell everyone. Patience is a virtue. You know, if I'm doing something, wait. Always
And
wait.
Chris had the light.
I had to like.
She goes and takes off wearing dark clothes in a
that's
parking
why-
lot.
That's why I had the lightsaber, because I'm the one, you know, if we get lost. Now, Seasparkle, on the other hand, was about to go all the way across the parking lot to the other side of
I
where.
was just like, where are you going? Yelling that to her.
Yeah. Now, our Nana thought that the car was more farther ahead. Now, it's me we're talking about. The person that knows where we park all the time. The car was right there in front of my face. I'm pointing to. She's like, that's not the car. Seasparkle proved me right by clicking the button to unlock the car. And I was like, any questions? In my head, I was like, any question? Christian, 1,000,000, everyone else 0. Well, 2. I'll give people 2. I was proven wrong twice. But whenever it comes to parking, I have a big score of 1,000,000. Because you tell me what your car is and how it looks like, I'll find it like that. I will know where you parked, how you parked, what angle you parked in, and what angle the like wheels are at. And I'll find it really quick. And whenever it's Seasparkle's car, I can find that thing in a heartbeat. Or David's car, because this is the only Mustang with Decepticon logos on the side. Plus his car is obvious to find, so's hers. Hers has Doctor Who plates. I saw those when we were like walking this way towards the parking lot. Oh look, this is the Doctor Who plates right there. Plus they let us park more close to the park because they were doing a veteran special.
I think it was probably because Nina sold.
A veteran special, so hey, to be honest, it was funny when Seaspark was gonna walk across the parking lot. I was gonna let her keep walking just for shits and giggles. Like it would have been funny. And I was just gonna hold the lightsaber like this. Foul line. Cars over here. But we were all pooped. I would have done it, but we were all tired. But as much as I wanted to, I wasn't gonna do that to her.
Never ain't been feeling good.
Even though she was sick. Now, if she was better, I would have been like, I don't care. If you feel better, I'm gonna do it. But she was sick, so I'm letting her have that one. She gets to have that one for now. But next time, no. If she's still sick, then she can have that one too. But if she feels better and she goes to do that, I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna run up to her, grab, like, hold her shoulder, and be like, there's your car over there. They sent me here from the valet, but this video is almost done. So thank you for listening to my giant story of my adventure from Hollywood Studios, which I have to say it was amazing. Not that many rides, but you should go try it. They had the Pink Ranger, they had the Yellow Ranger costumes from the movies when they fought Ivan Ooze.
Unfortunately, they removed the red one.
Unfortunately, the red one's gone because I guess of the tokens. But it was a great experience. That story was actually really cool. I remember it clear as day. I managed to finish what I wanted at Epcot. I only have one park left, which tomorrow we're going to Magic Kingdom. I've already done most of Magic Kingdom, but I'll go there for some rides. If you would like to join me to Animal Kingdom for a little bit. After.
We'll see.
After.
We'll see how it goes.
Because I know when we go to Magic Kingdom, I have to go pick up more cards for that game they're doing. Because they said next time I come, it's this weird portal game. And I already defeated Yzma from the Emperor's New Groove, so I need to get more cards, they said, in order for me to do the next puzzle. But thank you for watching Sparkles Corner. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like and comment. Share this video if you want. Spread the word out if you can, you know. Spread the love, the peace. I'm not a hippie. Yeah, I kind of am a hippie. I'm more of a Buddhist.
You're a Chris.
Yeah, look what he said. I'm a Chris. Well, yeah, if you guys like adventures, you know, just feel free to subscribe. We go on many adventures. And, yeah, I'll see y'all later. Yeah, you know, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So, I'm not going to say goodbye. I'm just going to say just go home, leave me alone. So, go home and leave me alone.
Well, you mentioned we're going to El Capone's.
Oh, yeah. Guess what we're doing tonight? And I'm bringing the camera, too. We're going to
We're gonna meet the gangsters.
We're going to Al Capone's. We're going to Al Capone's. Now, I went there. Alright, let me fast track this a bit. Alright, so I've been missing in action from them for 2 years. So, and I've only lived in your house last time for a year. So, about 3 years ago, they took me down to Al Capone's. Now, this is when I
never lost.
I'm not gonna get on who I was with that time, but know that I had a fedora and I had my nice light blue dressy clothes, you know. But now I evolved from that. Now I have my red, my Space Invaders tie, and my vest. I don't have a fedora, sadly. I wish I did. I would have went with suits so much. But who cares? I got my backwards temple hat anyway. But yeah. I'm gonna face you again. Don't think you're gonna win this time, by the way. Don't think. Nah, you better not be. I swear she cheated.
I did not. I have a sister.
Don't lie, lady. You cheated. Every time she put on a number, the number was right. I think the dealer is like looking at her and pointing to the numbers. I think they rigged the ball that spins to go to the numbers she has, and like all the numbers have like a bar.
I never lost, not even once.
Don't lie. Ever since she drank the Al Capone soda drink bottle, she's been winning all these games. So I'm about to get me one of those too and see if I could win too. Do they have root beer flavor?
I don't know.
Well, regardless,
They probably have root beer.
I'm watching you though. I'm gonna tell the dealer, let me deal this time. Let me see if she gets this right. No.
It's spinning the wheel.
Spinning the
Rule
wheel.
that.
Every number she had was
I
right.
never lost.
She put like 4 chips on one and 1 chip on the other, and still the one with 4 chips always wins. I'm like, how? Why are you placing?
It's true. I never lost.
You cheater. But yeah, like
We had a great time.
this room over here. Put it up. And it's on. Hopefully they have blackjack up or poker. We don't play for real money. We play for fun. And trust me, they don't call me Twisted Fate on blackjack for anything, or my nickname in Texas Hold'em is the Devil's Hand. Now, you could tell Smitty from my old job.
That hammering you guys might be hearing is that they're remodeling the hotel.
So, my friend Smitty from my old job at the university, know this. He calls me the Devil's Hand for a reason. And we're about to conclude the video. Just know, long story short, whenever I shuffle a deck, you'll never get the cards you want. No one does. So, peace out from me to you. Leave me alone. Leave. I gotta eat my pudding anyway. That was a good video.